Okay, so the continuation of what was discussed a while ago. So previously we've discussed about the basic trigo identities, um, starting with reciprocal identities, sine cosine identities, and Pythagorean identities. So yung continuation niya is yung co-function identities. So each trigo functions has its corresponding co-function. Recall that the co in function comes from complementary, as in complementary angle. The function is always the function of the complementary angle. Kapag sinabi natin complementary angle, the sum of functions or the sum of angles is 90 degrees. The complement of angle A is always pi over 2 minus A. Pi over 2 is equivalent to 90 degrees. So thus, cosine A is equal to sine pi over 2 minus A. Sine A is equal to cosine pi over 2 minus A. Cotangent A is equals to tangent pi over 2 minus A. Tangent A is equals to cotangent pi over 2 minus A. And cosecant A is equals to secant pi over 2 minus A. And secant A is equals to cosecant pi over 2 minus A. As you notice, yung kasama lang nila is yung kung sine siya, cosine, yung letter C niya. Kung tangent, yung cotangent, yung letter C niya. Yung secant is cosecant. So, it is easy to memorize. Okay. So, for even or odd identities, sa algebra, you can tell that a function is even for every number x in its domain if yung negative x is also in its domain. So yung f of negative x is equals to f of x. Another is that a function f is odd if for every number x in its domain, negative x is also in its domain. And f of negative x is equals to negative f of x. Of the six trigo functions, only cosine and secant are even. The other four are odd. So here, si sine negative x is negative sine x. Si cosine negative x is cosine x is positive cosine x since they are even. Si tangent negative x is negative tangent x. Si cosecant negative x is negative cosecant x. Secant negative x is positive secant x. And si cotangent negative x is negative cotangent x. So you need to memorize these identities, not just this, but also these identities para in proving and verifying meron ka ng foundation. Okay, so an example number 6, mga problem dito, prove the following. Letter E is tangent x sin x plus cosine x is equal to secant x. Letter B, si cosine alpha, 1 plus over 1 plus sine alpha, plus 1 plus sine alpha over cosine alpha is equal to secant alpha. For letter C, cosine squared x is equal to cosecant x cosine x all over tangent x plus cotangent x. And for letter D, tangent squared x plus 1 plus tangent x secant x equals 1 plus sine x all over cosine squared x. So let's start by um, solving letter A. You can use yung sinabi ko, yung super hexagon to recall some identities. Sa akin, this is very helpful. Basta alam mo lang yung pagkakasulat ko saan sila. Okay, so, cotangent This cosecant and secant. Okay. So, marami kang makukuha ng identities dito. So, let's solve letter A. Okay, let me share my other screen para hindi tayo mag-solve. And for letter A, tangent x sin x plus cosine x equals secant x. Okay, kapag um, binigyan tayo ng trigo function na ganito, if they're asking us to prove this, we must prove that these two are equal with each other. Dapat equal sila sa isa't isa. So, dapat gumamit ka ng mga identities para ma-prove mo na equal yung dalawang to. So, yung first step dito sa akin, yung technique in proving such identities is lahat sila gawin mo na sine or cosine if possible. Basta remember that sine tsaka si cosine, best friend yung mga yan. Best friend. Ganun din si secant at si tangent. Ganun din si cosecant at cotangent. Yun yung mga best friends. So, sa case na to, secant yung kailangan mo gawin. Yung goal mo here is gawin secant ito. But at first, kailangan mo munang gawin tong in terms of sine and cosine or cosine. Para lahat sila consistent at sine and cosine silang lahat. So, the drawing ko ulit yung trigo ay yung super hexagon dito. This is sine, this is cosine, cosecant, secant. Okay. So, ano yung identity ni tangent in terms of sine and cosine? So, kung gagawin mo siyang 1 over cotangent, it will make um, everything complicated. So, kanina ay yung nabanggit ko before, di ba, pwede mong gamitin na ganito. So, you could use this. So, the tangent is equals to sine over cosine. So, gagawin natin siyang sine over cosine. So, tangent is sine x over cosine x multiplied by sine x plus cosine x equal to secant x. You don't need to transform this into more complicated trigo identities since they are in terms of sine and cosine already. Ito naman, you could also use another identity. Yung identity ni secant, this case is in terms of sine and cosine, it's 1 over cosine. So let's take note that secant x equals to 1 over cosine. Pero retain na lang natin siya as it is. So, doing some algebra, basic algebra, so this one and this one, we will multiply this and we will get sine squared x over cosine x plus cosine x equals secant x. So, ano pang pwede natin gawin? Remember na ito, meron siyang over 1. To combine these two, you must also have, or you must have the same denominator. This case, yung cosine x, so kailangan yung denominator mo dito is cosine x. So, yung multiply cosine x over cosine x dito. Bakit kailangan din sa numerator? Kasi if you cancel this is just equal to 1. Or by just simply getting its LCD, which is cosine x. So cosine x divided by cosine x is just 1 multiplied by sine squared x, it is sine squared x. Cosine x divided by 1, cosine x times cosine x, cosine squared x equals secant x. So, ano pang pwede natin gawin? Remember our Pythagorean identity, sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1. So ito is equal to 1. So 1 over cosine x is equal to secant x. At yung note natin kanina, 1 over cosine x is equal to secant x. So secant x is equal to secant x. Verify or na-prove na siya. This is our answer. Okay, so simula, it's kind of confusing, but as you solve more problems, mahasa ka. Okay, so number 2, so sa letter B, cosine alpha all over 1 plus sine alpha plus 1 plus sine alpha over cosine alpha equals to secant alpha. Yan. Sa mga ganitong problem, kapag nakakakita ka ng dalawang terms sa numerator, dito meron kang 1 plus sine alpha, you could actually split this up. However, if nasa denominator siya, you could not split this kasi nasa denominator. Pero kapag nasa numerator, pwede mo siyang split into two terms. But take note na kapag i-split mo to, hindi lang siya 1 plus sine alpha over cosine alpha. Must remember na dapat kasama yung cosine alpha sa denominator. So gawin natin yon. Cosine alpha all over 1 plus sine alpha plus 1 over cosine alpha plus sine alpha over cosine alpha is equal to 2 secant alpha. Tapos na yung yung step na kung saan kailangan mong gawing in terms of sine and cosine. Unlike sa previous problem natin, meron involved na tangent, kaya ginawa muna natin siyang sine and cosine. Pero dito, they're already in sine and cosine except for this one. Pero alam naman natin that secant is 1 over cosine. So next, ito ipupunta ko muna siya sa right. And then this one, nalagay ko siya dito. Alam natin kasi na 1 over cosine is secant. So secant na to, secant alpha. Kaso dito, 2 secant alpha. So we need another secant. So we must produce another secant by using these two terms so that we can prove that these two are correct or are equal to each other. So I will move this on the right hand side or here, and then we will convert it in secant alpha already. So secant alpha is equals to 2 secant alpha. So yung problema na lang natin, itong cosine alpha over 1 plus sine alpha plus sine alpha over cosine alpha plus. Okay. So, kailangan makabuo tayo ng secant dito kasi to okay na siya. Pero ito, solve muna natin siya dito. Cosine alpha over 1 plus sine alpha plus sine alpha over cosine alpha. So, kailangan i-combine mo yung dalawang to. However, hindi sila parehas ng denominator. So, kailangan kunin mo yung LCD nila. Pero ako, gagawin ko, ito na lang, para mas easy. We multiply both numerator and denominator by 1 plus sine alpha cosine alpha over 1 plus sine alpha cosine alpha. Okay, so ito, okay na yung dalawang to. So, mag-combine na sila. Yung goal mo kasi is to combine this. So, it's just like, ito, i-multiply mo to ng cosine alpha as well as this one. Kasi kailangan mo ng cosine alpha. Whereas in this, kailangan mo naman ng 1 plus sine alpha and 1 plus sine alpha. Kasi wala kang sine, no? 1 plus sine alpha here. Parang ganun lang siya. So cosine alpha over 1 plus sine alpha multiplied by this. So yung 1 plus sine makakancel. Makancel to. Tapos matitira cosine alpha. Cosine alpha times cosine alpha is cosine squared alpha. Yung numerator natin, ay yung denominator natin, same na siya. So 1 plus sine alpha cosine alpha. Plus, si sine alpha natin, multiply over cosine alpha, multiplied by this. So makakancel yung cosine and cosine. Matira ay yung sine alpha and sine times 1 plus sine alpha. So sine alpha multiplied by 1 plus sine alpha. Yun. Then, we distribute this. Cosine squared x alpha plus sine alpha times 1 is sine alpha. And sine alpha times sine alpha is sine squared alpha. Ito, wag ko na munang didistribute. 1 plus sine alpha cosine alpha. So dito, nakakakita ka na naman ng identity. Ito, cosine squared alpha plus sine squared alpha is just equal to 1. Diba? 1 plus sine alpha over 1 plus sine alpha plus cosine alpha. So we cancel this one and this one. Meron pa rin naman 1 to dito. So matitira is 1 over cosine alpha. At yung cosine alpha, yung identity niyan is secant alpha. So yun, itong nakabox. Produce natin yung secant alpha. So secant alpha plus secant alpha equals 2 secant alpha. Adding 2 secant alpha equals 2 secant alpha equal siya. Okay? So, letter C natin. Letter C, sabi, cosine squared x equal cosecant x cosine x over tangent x plus cotangent x. Okay, for our first term, my first step, we must make sure that everything is in terms of sine and cosine as much as possible. Kapag hindi natin siya na-solve sa sine and cosine, probably ibang method or magkaibang pair yung gagamitin natin. It could be tangent and secant or cosecant or cotangent. Pero mag-start muna tayo sa sine and cosine. Dahil marami naman siyang um, identity din. So, drawing ko ulit yung super hexagon, tangent, cotangent, sine, cosine, and secant, cosecant. So, yun. So, cosine squared x equals to yung cosecant. Ano yung identity niya dito? Imagine na may 1 ka dito. Pag tumawid ka dito, magkakaroon ka ng 1 over sine. So, 1 over sine x multiplied by cosine x. O, sa tangent naman. Kung tatawid ka dito, makakakuha kang cotangent. Hindi naman natin kailangan ng cotangent. Kailangan natin ng sine and cosine. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. So, sine x over cosine x. Cotangent naman, pabaligtad. Cosine x over sine x. Okay, so ito, pagsasama ko na sila, since it's multiplication, you could join this. So cosine x over sine x over. Yan. So ito mo naman, solve natin muna siya dito. Cosine x. Cosine x over sine x. Kamukha lang siya nung kanina. Ito. Ito. Kailangan mo nagkaroon ng same na denominator in this common. So sine x, cosine x. So sine x times ay sine x cosine x divided by cosine x, matatanggal yung sine x ay yung cosine x. So sine x times sine x, sine squared x. Tapos sine x cosine x divided by sine x, makakancel yung sine x, multiplied by cosine x, is cosine squared x. And another identity, sine squared x plus cosine squared is equal to 1 over sine x cosine x. So itong dalawang to, okay, so dito, kapag multiplication siya, you could split this. You can split this one. Okay, so let's give, kapag 1 over a plus b is not equal to 1 over a plus 1 over b. Hindi siya same. However, pag 1, kahit a minus b rin, 1 over a is not equal to 1 over b. However, if it is multiplication, 1 over ab is equal to 1a multiplied by 1b. They're just the same. Pero pag may two terms tayo dito that is separated by addition or subtraction, di siya kamukha nito. Pero kung nasa numerator naman, kung a plus b over c, Parehas lang siya ng A over C plus B over C. Ganun din sa subtraction, A, C minus B, C. Multiplication din, ganun din. A over C, ay hindi, kapag multiplication, di sumasama yung denominator. Dito siya. Or AB times C is not equal AC times BC. Kasi kapag pinag-multiply mo to, this is C squared. Kaya ganito siya. Malito, malito, malito. Okay, so dito, hindi ko na siya i-split. Ganituin ko na lang siya, 1 over sin x cosine x. Paano yan? It is complex fraction. Kapag complex fraction, kapag nakikita mo yung nasa denominator mo, kung gusto mo siyang i-multiply, dapat yung reciprocal niya. So, yung reciprocal net ng 1 over sin x cosine x is just sin x cosine x. Reciprocal niya. Ibig sabihin, babaligtad mo siya. Kung ito naman, kunwari, itong cosine x over sin x, yung reciprocal niya is sin x over cosine x. Dito, 1 over sin x cosine x, yung reciprocal niya, sin x cosine x. Kasi over 1 lang yan. This is just equal to sin x cosine x. So, ano pwede natin gawin? Then cancel this. Cancel, cancel. Kasi nasa numerator to, nasa denominator. Then we multiply cosine x and cosine x by cosine squared x. Your final answer. Okay, for last number, we have tangent squared x plus 1 plus tangent x secant x equal to 1 plus sin x over cosine squared x. So yun. Problema natin dito, di siya in terms of sine and cosine, lahat halos kung nasa left hand side. So kailangan nating gawing in terms of sine and cosine to. Question, kapag naka-square ba yung tangent, is it the same kung sine squared x over cosine squared x? Answer is yes. The tangent, same lang, sine squared x over cosine squared x. Basta yung exponent mo, ito, parehas. Kung square to, dapat naka-square din. Kung cube to, dapat cube rin. Kung raised to 1, raised to 1 lang. So, plus 1 plus sin x over cosine x secant. Ano ni secant dito? 1 over cosine. Equals 1 plus sin x cosine squared x. Tanong, i-manipulate mo pa ba ito? Actually, kahit hindi na. Pero if you want to, you can. Pero parang hindi na masyado marami sinasolve mo, ito muna. Ito na lang muna yung solve mo. So here, we will combine this. This is multiplication, so we can directly multiply the denominator. So sin x, sin times 1, sin x, cosine times cosine is cosine squared x. not 2 cosine x. Kapag add yun, you were given a trigo that is cosine x plus cosine x is 2 cosine x. Kapag naman cosine x multiplied by cosine x is cosine squared x. Okay, can you see the difference? Kapag ito, yung coefficient niya, yun yung i-add mo. Pag multiply, yung exponent. Parang algebra, if x plus x, 2x. X multiplied by x squared. So, yun din sa trigo. Also, you can write this as cosine x squared. Ganyan dapat. Cannot write it as cosine x squared. This is different. Mali ito. So, yun. So, itong 1, lagay ko na lang siya dito. Then this one, sine squared x or cosine squared x equals 1 plus sine x cosine squared x. So, itong 1, para masama natin siya dito, kailangan, since 1 over 1 yan, may cosine squared x ka. So, ito ay cosine squared x over cosine squared x. So, cancel this. This is just equal to 1. So, parang ginawa mo lang is multiply mo yung both numerator and denominator by cosine squared x. So, sine x over cosine squared x plus sine squared x cosine squared x equal to 1 plus sine x cosine squared x. Yan. Tapos, dahil same naman yung numerator nila, which is cosine squared x, you can just simply add these two. So you will get sine squared x plus sine x plus cosine squared x equals to 1 plus sine x cosine squared x. However, kapag dito, di mo pwedeng pag-add to kasi magkaiba sila ng numerator. Just like x squared plus x. You cannot add this. Pero dahil meron siyang cosine squared doon, meron na naman tayong Pythagorean identity. Is equal to 1. So 1 plus sine x over cosine squared x equal to 1 plus sine x all over cosine squared x. This final answer. Yun. Okay, for our last example, we must verify that sine squared a is equal to 1 minus cosine a times the quantity of y plus cosine a. Yan. So, yung sine squared a, wala siyang direct na identity na kasama yung cosine. Pero, kung drawing natin yung super hexagon natin ulit, cosine, secant. Kung drawing natin yung super hexagon, meron siya cosine over cotangent. Pero hindi naman natin kailangan ng cotangent. Meron din siyang 1 over cosecant. Pero hindi rin natin kailangan ng cosecant. Gusto natin in terms of cosine. So, gagamit tayo nung identity natin, yung Pythagorean identity, sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals to 1. Then, we transpose this the other side. So, sine squared x equal to 1 minus cosine squared x. So, yun yung identity niya. Bali yung sine squared x, sa substitute ko, 1 minus cosine squared x equal to 1 minus cosine a. Ay, in terms of theta, we must take note, and this one is a. So, 1 plus cosine a. At dito, yung 1 minus cosine squared is the difference of two squares to. Recall natin na yung difference of two squares is a squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b, a plus b. Pag ifo-FOIL method natin, first, a squared outer is 2ab inner minus 2ab plus negative b squared. So, mag-cancel a squared minus b squared. Yun yun. Ito, difference of 2 square kasi perfect square si 1. Ito, perfect square din. So, 1. Apply lang natin tong difference of 2 square. So, 1 minus cosine A multiplied by 1 plus cosine A is equal to 1 minus cosine A times 1 plus cosine A. So, yun siya. Okay. For letter B, verify that 1 plus tangent A over secant A is equal to cosine A plus sine A. Yan. Bali dito, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, we must express everything in terms of sine and cosine. Para consistent yung ano natin, at sa sine and cosine, they are always together. Na dito, gawin natin siyang ganon. But first, you can see here that we can split this into 2. So, bali magiging 1 over secant siya plus tangent A over secant A. When splitting, don't forget the denominator. Hindi siya 1 plus tangent A over secant A. Tapos ito is cosine A plus sine A. Ito naman, 1 over secant A, identity natin, kung ito may 1 sa gitna, is secant A kapag tumawid siya dito, is this 1 over cosine. Vice versa, kapag cosine naman, 1 over secant. So yun, cosine A. So, meron akong cosine A, may cosine A din dito. Ito, paano natin gagawin siyang sine A? So we must express this in terms of sine and cosine. What is the identity for tangent? Is sine over cosine. Sine A over cosine A. The identity for secant is 1 over cosine A. Is equal to cosine A plus sine A. And then we get the reciprocal of the denominator so that we can divide this. So sine A, ito mariretain lang, sine A over cosine A multiplied, what is the reciprocal of 1 over cosine A? It's just cosine A. Cosine A plus sine A. And we can cancel this, cancel cosine A plus sine A equals, ay, hindi pa na nakikita. equal to cosine A plus sine A. For next example, letter C, dito ko na lang. Verify that 1 over secant A plus tangent A is equal to secant A minus tangent A. Kapag ganyan, hindi natin siya pwedeng split. Pero kung secant A tangent A, we can. Kasi multiplication. Pero dito is addition. We cannot multiply this. So think of a function na kung saan ito makakakuha tayo na something that is useful, identity. So kailangan natin siyang i-multiply into something. Sa 1 naman, hindi natin siya pwedeng, wala tayong magagawa. Pwede natin siyang gawin sine squared plus cosine squared, pero that will make things complicated. So, ang gagawin, pwede natin gagawin dito kapag may ganito tayong scenario or case. Pero pag naka-encounter tayo ng ganito, pwede tayo mag-multiply ng secant A minus naman, minus this time tangent A over secant A minus tangent A. Kapag kasi kinancel mo itong dalawang to, it is just equal to 1. It is equal to 1. Kaya may 1 ka dito, imagine that you have 1 here. Yun. Parehas lang. Bakit natin ginawa to? Recall natin na kanina meron tayong difference of 2 square. So kung minultiply natin itong dalawang to, kakaroon tayo ng difference of 2 square. So, imagine that this is A, this is B. A minus B, A plus B, A plus B. So, equal lang siya sa A squared minus B squared. Ito, mareretain siya sa taas. So, multiply ko lang to sa 1, parehas lang. Tan A minus tangent A. Ito, difference of 2 square. So, secant squared A minus tangent square A. So, kung kunin natin to, ito actually 1 siya. Bakit? Dahil dun sa Pythagorean identity natin. Kung dito, si sine squared plus cosine squared is equals to 1, dito naman, tangent squared plus 1 is equal to secant squared. So, let's take note that tangent squared x plus 1 is equal to secant squared x. And then once we transpose tangent here, we'll get 1 equals secant squared x minus tangent squared x. Yun. So, 1 lang. So, yun na yun. Secant A minus tangent A equal to secant A minus tangent A. Binaba ko lang ito dito. Okay, for our last example, we're asked to verify that cosine pi over 2 minus A multiplied by secant A is equal to cotangent pi over 2 minus A. So yun, itong identity naman, it involves complementary identity. Once we say complementary, when angles are complementary, it means their sum is 90 degrees. So kasi nag-involve ng pi over 2. If we convert this, like pi over 2 multiplied by 180 degrees per pi. 180 cancel, cancel. 180 divided by 290. Ayun. So recall natin, kapag cosine pi over 2 minus a, okay na siya kasi in terms of cosine na siya. Pag secant, ano yung complementary identity niya? Kanina sabi ko, kapag complementary identity, yung may C lang nila. So ito, cosecant. So cosecant pi over 2 minus a. Tapos, itong identity naman ng cosecant, ano yung identity ng cosecant dito? Cosecant. Pag tumawid siya sa 1, is 1 over sine. So, cosecant, cosine pi over 2 minus a multiplied by 1 over sine pi over 2 minus a. Question, kapag identity po ba kasama yung angle sa loob? Kung pi over 2 minus a siya, kasama ba yung minus a? Or pi over 2 lang, kasama? Kahit buong function pa yan, kahit x squared plus x plus 1, lahat ng yon kasama siya. Then, kapag ito, makikita natin, kakombine natin is cosine pi over 2 minus a over sine pi over 2 minus a. Ano yung identity nito? Tignan natin to. So, cosine over sine. Identity niya is cotangent. Kasi di ba, papunta dito. Arrow, arrow. Cotangent I over 2 minus a. Yung kanina natin is equal to cotangent I over 2 minus a. So, yan yung final answer.